The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency (FEMA) is in a dire financial state and the numbers are painting a bleak picture. The Minister of State for Works, Barrister Bello Goronyo, says the agency needs early 880 billion naira each year to maintain Nigerians' roads, but it's been receiving just a fraction of that. At an investigative hearing by the House Ad Hoc Committee probing the 5% user charge on petroleum products, a provision under the FEMA Act of 2007, Goronyo disclosed that allocations have lagged far behind actual needs.
While the agency requires an estimated amount of 880 billion naira annually to maintain our 36,000 kilometers of roads nationwide. We look at our budgetary allocations from the 2023, which is 76.3 billion naira, 2025, which is 103 billion naira, 2024, which is 103 billion naira, and an appreciable increase of 168 billion naira in the 2025 budget of this year.
FEMA's Managing Director Chukwuemeka Agbasi echoed the minister's concern. He wants the FEMA Act amended to enforce proper collection and auditing of the Road Maintenance Fund and proposed the creation of a protected road fund account.
So our prayer, sir, is for us to fully realize the 5% charge and its benefits. The committee is invited to note and consider a multi-pronged approach. And this will include amendment of the FEMA Act 2007 to include clear and mandatory provisions for the collection and administration and auditing of the 5% user charge.
On his part, Mokaila Oseni, Director of Operations of NMDPRA, revealed a troubling gap that while the 5% user charge is mandated by law, no real framework was ever put in place to collect it.
One of the legacy agency, the BPRA, was actually the one in charge of, the pricing and the price template for petroleum products. However, for the implementation of the FEMA Act 2007, the 5% user charge on petroleum product pump price, the templates were not included in the pricing template that's being used. And authority has not collected any money on it.
Declaring the hearing open, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Taj Nabas, represented by the Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda, stressed that Section 14, Subsection 1H of the FEMA Act must not be ignored.
I want to recall that Section 14, Subsection 1H of the FEMA Amendment Act 2007 stipulates clearly that 5% of the pump price of petrol and diesel should be allocated to FEMA and the state maintenance agencies in the proportion of 40% and 60% respectively. However, over the years, this section of the Act has been complied more in breach, despite various attempts by the National Assembly through its oversight activities to compel compliance.
Infrastructure in many parts of the world is not funded from budget. It's from such laws like the FEMA Act, from toll gates and all that, not budgetary provisions. And it's our goal to achieve that for our country. So that when we have left this earth, when somebody says, your father or your grandfather was in the 10th assembly, what did they achieve? This will be one of the achievements that will be mentioned.
As Nigeria continues to grapple with failing infrastructure, stakeholders are calling for bold reforms, starting with unlocking the funds already provided for in the law Whether this renewed push translates into real action remains to be seen. Annie T. Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.